Cloud.
We will get started in just a couple minutes, waiting for a few more people to hop on. I hope everyone had a nice holiday. Good morning. We'll get started in just a few moments. Just allowing a few more people to get on here, and then we'll get started. Thank you all for showing up. We weren't sure if we were going to have people showing up for it being the day after a holiday. So nice to have a bunch of you on here. I'll wait another minute and then we will get started just so you can get the full 45 minutes. All right. We will go ahead and get started. My name is Jackie Walsh. I'm the founder and owner of Hope Yoga in Cleveland, Ohio. Thank you all for joining class today. We are going to get started actually in a child's pose. So you'll want to come to your hands and your knees. And then you'll take your knees really wide. Your big toes will come to touch. Sink your hips all the way back. Walk the hands forward and let your head melt on either the ground, or if you have a block, you can always use a block. But see how it feels to stretch your fingertips really far forward so that you feel this really, really big stretch in the upper back and your shoulders. Now, it doesn't matter if your hips are all the way down towards the heels. If they're lifted, that is okay. Just allow yourself to come to a place where you feel something. And from here, give your forehead a little rock from side to side, just massaging out that third eye, the place where our intuition lies. And settle into stillness. Allow the eyes to close if they aren't already closed. And together, take a really big breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth and fog up your mat. And breathe in. And breathe out. And again, inhale. Open your mouth. Continue to deepen your breath. You might stay with this rhythm of breathing in through your nose and out through the mouth. Another option is to close off your mouth and slightly close off the back of your throat by taking the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. From there, you'll breathe in and out through the nose. You're choosing to take the option of breathing in and out through the nose. That is called our Ujjayi breath, our ocean sounding breath. So imagine that inhale is that wave crashing onto the shore. And that exhale is that wave rolling right back out to sea. Expanding with every single inhalation, emptying with every single exhalation. Just notice any physical sensations in your body. Notice if you have a lot of thoughts or if there's maybe not too much going on. And really allow yourself to connect with your breath. Allow the breath to anchor you in this moment. And together, breathe in and breathe out. And take another breath in. And as you exhale, crawl your hands over towards the left. Keep the hips pressing back. You have the option to stack your right palm on top of the left. You feel a stretch in the right side of your body from your wrist all the way down to your hip crease. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. One more big, big breath. Exhale, empty out. And breathe in, crawl your fingers back through the center. As you exhale, walk your hands over towards the right. Ask to stack left palm on top of right. Feel the stretch now on the left side of your body, left wrist to left hip crease. How can you create and invite even more space there? Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Good, one more. Exhale, let it go. Take your time, walk your hands right back through the center. Pause here as you exhale. And just know that this pose is available to you at any point throughout the rest of our practice. If you're feeling maybe short of your breath or you need a little break, this is a really nice place to come back to. Now, when you're ready, take your time, walk your hands towards you, come up to tabletop, palms under shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Fingers will spread nice and wide, the palms will press down. On your inhale, lift your chest and let your belly drop, cow pose. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your back, press the ground away from your body. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Keep moving with your own breath, just taking a few more rounds. Might feel nice to even add a little sway of your hips from side to side, getting into the IT bands. And let's meet in a neutral spine. From here, slide your right foot all the way over towards the right side. So your foot is off of your mat. I'll turn forward so you can see a little bit better. So you're just taking this right foot, sliding it all the way over towards the right side. You're still on your palms here. And from here, allow yourself to rock the hips forward and backward. Just seeing how that feels running through the interior of this right leg. So you go as fast or as slow as you need to. Maybe you sink all the way back towards your left heel. Maybe you just go a couple inches back. But see how it feels to rock side to side, forward and backward. And take it one more time. Inhale, pull the shoulders forward. Exhale, rock the hips back. Now come all the way back forward. And from here, walk your hands even closer towards you. Come to stand on this left knee. Arms will sweep open into a T. Look past your left middle finger. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reach this left arm up and over your head. Right hand comes to your right thigh. Look up and lean to the right. Breathe in and breathe out. Take another breath. Exhale as you empty. Open your arms back into that T shape. Take the arms out in front of you again, palms face one another. Bring your hands all the way back down to the ground. Slide your right foot all the way over towards the left side. Curl the toes under. Press through the ball of your foot. Look past your left shoulder. Take 3 breaths here. Keep pressing through the ball of that left foot. Or sorry, ball of your right foot. Next, inhale, come back through the center. Allow the right toes to stay on the ground. Keep pressing through the ball of your foot. And now float those right toes off of your mat. Stay here or extend your left arm out in front of you. Thumb is up towards the ceiling like you're going to shake someone's hand. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Take another breath. Exhale as you empty. One more. Exhale, release your hand, release your knee, come back to tabletop. Inhale, lift the chest, the belly drops. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your back. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. One more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to your neutral spine. Press into your palms. Step your left foot towards the left side of your space. Press through the outer edge of your left foot. Hands stay on the ground. Inhale, pull the shoulders slightly forward. Exhale, rock the hips back. Breathe, come forward. Exhale, rock back. Just move with your own breath a couple of times, back and forth. It might be slow, it might be fast. And just notice, does something feel different on this side? Now for me, I can't push as far back because the inside of this left leg is a bit more tense, a bit more tight. Now, is that how you're feeling? Maybe it feels the opposite for you. Maybe you can push your hips all the way back. And do that one more time. Inhale, shoulders come forward. Exhale, press the hips back. And come back forward onto your palms. Hips are more neutral. Walk your hands towards you. Come to stand on your right knee. Hands can come to your hips. Breathe your arms open into a T. Look past your right middle finger. Flip your right palm. Inhale, reach your right arm up and overhead. Left hand connects to your left thigh. Sweep the fingers over. Feel the stretch in this right side of your body. Take a big, big breath in and a full breath out. Inhale as you rise back up to stand, arms open. Palms come out in front of you. Hands come back down to the ground. Slide your left leg all the way over towards the right side. Press through the ball of your foot. Look past your right shoulder. Take 3 breaths here. Look back towards the center. Slide your left foot to the back of your mat. Press through the ball of your foot. Keep that engagement. Now float your left toes off of the ground. You stay here or right arm reaches out in front of you. Thumb face up like you could shake someone's hand. Let your gaze just be a few inches in front of you. Try not to crank out your neck. Engage those core muscles. Actively press yourself away from the floor. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more. Exhale, lower your hand, lower your knee, tabletop. 3 more rounds, cat, cow. So that inhale, you're lifting the chest, you're letting the belly drop. Exhale, tuck the chin, round your back, press the ground away. One more, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Come back to your neutral spine. Tuck the toes under, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Now, if your hamstrings still feel a bit tight, try pedaling out your feet. Bend one knee and press the opposite heel down. And just keep going side to side. And here's some creaks and cracks in the toes and your ankles. Settle into stillness. Press your heels down towards the ground. Now, even if they're nowhere near touching the earth, that brings some of the weight out of the front of our body. Now, together, bend your knees a lot. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Come to a forward fold at the back of your mat. Drape your torso over your thighs, head and neck hang heavy. Grab hold of opposite elbows and just hang out here in a ragdoll. Maybe you stay still. You might take a little sway from side to side. Come to stillness, release your arms. On your inhale, hands come to your shins or your thighs. Halfway lengthen, flatten your back. Press your heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe, halfway lengthen. Exhale and fold. Press into your feet, take your time, come all the way up to stand, fingertips to the sky. Grab your right wrist, lengthen, lean over to the left, tilt your head slightly up towards the right. Take an inhale here, and a full breath out. Inhale, rise through the center, reach up through your fingertips, catch your left wrist, lengthen, lean over to the right. Tilt your head slightly up towards the left. Take a big breath in and a full breath out. Press into your feet, rise to the middle, reach your fingers to the sky. Exhale as you fold all the way back forward. Inhale, halfway lengthen, flat back. Exhale and fold. Breathe, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Keep a bend in your knees. Crawl your hands all the way forward. Come to high plank. Palms under shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Take an inhale. Pull the shoulders forward. Bend the elbows and lower all the way to the ground. You can always drop the knees first, then the chest, then the chin. Now your hands are staying on either side of the rib cage. Draw your elbows into your side body. Press into the palms. Inhale, lift up for low cobra. Pull your heart forward, pull the shoulder heads towards one another. Exhale, come all the way down. Do it again. Breathe, lift up, low cobra. Exhale and lower. This time, take your hands all the way off to the side so they're on your mat. Perch up onto your fingertips. Press into the fingertips, lift up for just a different version of cobra. Now stay lifted, take another breath. On your exhale, look past your right shoulder. Inhale, come back through the middle. Exhale, look past your left shoulder. Or breathe, come right back through the middle. Can you lift another inch or two? Exhale, come all the way to the ground. Hands come back to either side of the rib cage. Bend your knees, give your legs a windshield wipe side to side. Come to stillness, legs go back long. Press all the way back, child's pose. Coming right back where we began. Knees go wide, big toes touch. Forehead meets your mat. Crawl your fingertips forward. Take a big breath here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, fill. Exhale, let it go. One more. Exhale, release. Inhale, come forward to your tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, lift your heels, look forward, step to the top of your mat this time, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen, flatten your back. Exhale, fold inward. Breathe, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press down, come all the way up, fingertips to the sky. Biggest breath in. Grab your left wrist, lengthen, lean over to the right. Inhale as you rise through the middle. Grab your right wrist, lengthen, lean over to the left. Breathe, rise right back through the center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold inward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, plant your palms. Step 1 foot back at a time, high plank. Can always drop to your knees here. Breathe, pull your shoulders forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, come all the way down. Untuck your toes, breathe, lift your heart, low cobra. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, lift up, low cobra. Exhale, come all the way down. Same thing as before, walk your hands off to the sides of your mat, perch onto your fingertips. Breathe, lift your head for this different version of cobra. Stay lifted, take another breath. Exhale, turn your head to the left. Inhale through the center. Exhale, turn your head to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, release all the way down. Hands to either side of the rib cage, bend your knees, windshield wipe the legs again. Come to stillness, legs go back long, press back, child's pose. Take 3 of your deepest breaths right here. On your inhale, come up to tabletop, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. We'll move a little bit faster this time. Inhale, lift those heels high, bend your knees, look forward. Step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe, halfway lengthen. Exhale and fold. Press down, take your time, come all the way up, fingers to the sky. Catch your right wrist, lengthen, lean to the left. Inhale through the center. Catch that left wrist, lengthen, lean to the right. Inhale, rise through the middle, big, big breath. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, plant your palms. Step to the back of your mat. Again, you can drop your knees here. Just make sure that they're further back than the hips. Breathe, pull the shoulders forward, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift up, low cobra. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale and lower. Hands walk off to the sides of your mat, perch onto those fingertips, breathe, lift up. Stay here as you exhale. Take another breath. Exhale, head turns to the right. Inhale back through the middle. Exhale, head turns to the left. Breathe back through the center. Exhale all the way down. Hands come to either side of the rib cage, bend those knees, windshield wipe your legs. Come to stillness, legs go back long, press back, child's pose. 3 breaths here. Just notice if your heart is maybe beating a bit faster. Notice if you kind of lost your breath, how can you slow it back down? And when you are ready, come back up to tabletop. Tuck those toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And breathe, lift your heels high, bend your knees, look forward, step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Breathe, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Come all the way to stand, fingertips to the sky. Keep your arms lifted, bend your knees, come to chair pose. Just as if you were sitting back into a seat. If the shoulders are really tense today, try bending your elbows, cactus your arms. So notice a lot of us tend to stick the butt out a lot because we're over tilting the pelvis. Can we bring the pelvis to more of a neutral position so that we don't feel this cranking in our low back? For a lot of us, that means letting the tailbone slightly drop towards the ground. Press into your feet, take an inhale, take an exhale. Press into your feet, stand all the way up, reach the fingers to the sky. Exhale, fold, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, plant your palms, step your left foot to the back of your mat. Now, all 10 toes are facing forward. Press into your feet, come all the way up, high crescent lunge. So all 10 toes are facing the top of our mat. Our feet are in 2 different lanes of traffic. If you feel like you're on a tightrope, just step your feet a little bit wider. Press through the ball of this left foot. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Good, one more breath. Exhale as you open for warrior 2. Arms reach out into a T. Notice how this mirrors that shape that we did on the floor when we were on our knee. Look past your right middle finger, flip this right palm, inhale, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Keep the bend in this right knee, breathe here and breathe out. Inhale, arms open into a T, straighten your front leg, turn your right toes towards the left side of your mat, take your hands out in front of you, palms face one another. Bend your knees slightly as you fold forward. Now our hands come to the ground. From here, bend into your left knee, just lunging a little bit to the left. Inhale through the middle, exhale, bend into the right knee. Just go back and forth, side to side, a couple of times, seeing how that feels to get into the legs, into the hips. And do it 2 more times on each side. You started with the left, so end with your right. You meet in the middle and fold forward. Press onto the fingertips. Inhale, lift your head and your chest halfway. Exhale as you fold into yourself. Breathe in halfway. Exhale and fold. Very slowly walk your hands towards your right foot. Come to that low lunge facing the top of your mat. Bend this left knee just to get some traction. Kick yourself forward for standing split. Lift the left leg just for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, step forward. forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Press into the feet, come all the way up, fingertips to the sky. Bend your knees, sit back, chair pose. Now look down, make sure you can see all 10 of your toes. Spread them wide and release them to the ground. Take a big breath in and a full breath out. Press down, stand all the way up, fingertips to the sky. Exhale as you fold, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, plant your palms, right foot steps to the back of your mat, low lunge. Press into your feet, come up, high crescent lunge. Again, feet are in 2 different lanes of traffic here. You're pressing through the ball of your right foot this time. Take an inhale, reach through your fingertips. Stay as you exhale. One more breath. Open up, warrior 2. Back heel spins down to 90 degrees. Arms outstretched in this T shape. Flip the front palm. Inhale, reach up and back. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. Turn your left toes towards the right side of your mat. Hands will come out in front of you, palms face the floor. Slowly fold all the way forward, forward fold. Now bend the right knee, lunging over to the right. Exhale, come to the center. Over towards the left. And back through the middle. Just go a couple more times with your own breath. Side to side, seeing what feels different, what feels the same. And really try to stay with your breath. Do it 2 more times each side. You started on the right side, so end with the left. You meet in a forward fold. Crawl your hands towards your left foot, low lunge, top of your mat. Bend your right knee to get that traction. Kick yourself forward, standing split, lift the right leg just for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot forward to meet the left forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Press down, come all the way up, fingers to the sky, biggest breath in. Exhale, dive back forward, forward fold. Halfway lengthen, flat back. Exhale, fold into yourself. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, plant your palms, step your feet to the back of your mat. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, bend your elbows. Come all the way down. Untuck the toes. Breathe, lift up for your low cobra. Exhale, come all the way down. Do it again. Breathe, lift up. Exhale, lower. Walk the hands off of your mat, perch the fingertips. Breathe and lift up. Stay here as you exhale. Take another inhale. Exhale, look to the left. Breathe through the center. Exhale, look to the right. Inhale, right back through the center, lift up. Exhale and lower down. Hands come back to either side of the rib cage, bend your knees, windshield wipe the legs. Come back to stillness, legs go long, press back one more time to child's pose. Knees go wide, big toes touch. Extend your arms forward. Come back to your breath. And from here, slide your arms so they come alongside the legs. Palms will face up towards the sky. And interlace your hands at your low back. If you can't quite take that grip, you can always grab hold of your shirt instead. And from here, press into your shins, press into the knees, slowly roll to the top of your head. Lift your hips off of your heels, and then maybe you can lift the palms off of the low back. Coming into rabbit pose, taking just a mini inversion here. If you would prefer to take a headstand, if that's in your practice, you can always do that instead. But this is just a really great way to access the benefits of taking an inversion without flipping our whole body upside down. We'll take 3 more breaths. After those 3 breaths, just come all the way back down to the ground. You can let the arms release alongside the legs and allow your head to just ever so slightly rock side to side. Nice and slow. Come to stillness, press the forehead down. Take a breath in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Take your hands back forwards. You can press yourself up and off of the ground. Sit back towards the heels. Swing your legs out in front of you. And scoot yourself further forward on your mat. Knees can be bent. You can grab for the backs of your thighs and slowly come all the way onto your back. Once you get there, you'll pull the knees into your chest and just take a little rock, side to side. And come to stillness. Bring your feet flat to the ground, knees bent. Let the heels come to touch, the soles of the feet come to touch, rather, the knees drop open. Now, depending on how deep of a stretch you want to feel here, that's determined by where your feet are in proximity to your body. If your feet are really close into your body, that's a deeper stretch. If you scoot your feet a little bit further forward, that's more subtle, not quite as deep of a stretch. So come to the place where you can feel something, but you're not overdoing it. Come to that place where you can continue to take those really deep breaths without it feeling super forced. Take one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart, and close your eyes. Come back to those deep breaths, noticing the rise, the fall, the expansion, the contraction with every breath that you take. Allow the hips to soften. And feel that support of the ground beneath you. Starting to slow everything back down. Take another breath in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. One more. Breathe out. Slowly take your hands to the outside of your thighs. Draw your knees to close. And pull your knees right back into your chest. Take a really big breath in. As you exhale, let your knees fall over to the left. Arms will open out into a T. You can look past your right shoulder if that serves you. And try not to cram your knees down, but rather just allow them to land wherever they may fall. And feel that space being created from your right armpit to your right hip crease. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale. Look to the ceiling, slowly unwind. Pull those knees into your body. Big, big breath. Exhale, switch sides. Knees drop to the right. Arms open, shoulders down. Look to the left if that serves you. 3 breaths here. Look to the ceiling. Slowly unwind, pull your knees into your body. Give yourself a big squeeze, wrapping the arms around your legs. Maybe you even curl your forehead up towards your knees to give yourself a deeper squeeze. Take one more big, big breath. And as you exhale, release everything down to the ground. Arms and legs stretch out, let them flap open, taking up so much space. Allow the body to get really, really heavy on the ground. Let go of effort, let go of control. Take a big breath in together. Open up your mouth. Let it go. Allow the eyes to get really heavy. Your heart to become very light. Take the last few moments of our practice together to soak in all of this space that you've created, both physically and mentally, and to fully surrender into your final rest. Shavasana. And take another breath in and breathe out. Become aware of your surroundings, aware of your breath, aware of the body, wiggling your fingers and toes, rocking your head side to side. On your next breath in, slide your arms over your head. Take a full body stretch. Reach, get super, super long. Exhale, the knees come into your chest. Roll over to your favorite side. Come to a fetal position and pause here. And take a moment just to notice a difference in how you feel. It might be physical, it might be mental, or even emotional. I'm going to choose to be so proud of yourself for showing up, for being present this entire time, and for choosing to dedicate a full hour of your day to invest in you. And take your time as you cross your way all the way up to your seat. Legs can be crossed or long, whatever feels more comfortable for you. You can take your hands to heart center, close your eyes, sit up nice and tall. Let the shoulders roll down and away from your ears. And we'll take 3 final breaths together, just releasing anything that feels heavy, anything that no longer serves us, that we don't want to take with us when we move about the rest of our day. So together, take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth. Inhale, fill up, expand. Open, exhale, empty, release. Last one. Big, big breath. Exhale, let it all go. Thank you all so much for showing up and practicing with me today. Draw your thumb knuckles up to your third eye, that space right between the eyebrows. Together we bow. The divine light within me sees the divine light within each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed our practice together. If you have any questions, I'll stick on for a couple of moments. You can feel free to type them in the chat. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy the short work week, and I will see you again next week. Thank you.